Broadcasting live from the ESPN Radio Winchester studios, diving headfirst into Florida's finest brand of nonsense. It's time for What the Florida Friday on Franklin County's favorite morning show, The Starting Lineup. And now for your hosts, Joe Abraham and Chewy.
And good morning, and welcome into the starting lineup on ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. I am Greatness, and sitting across from me this morning is Chewy. Good morning. How are you today?
I'm all right, Greatness. And speaking of other greats, Brett Crabtree already in the chat this morning.
He made it into the chat before I started the show.
Amazing.
Like, before I started talking, he was already talking. Good job by him. It is a What the Florida Friday, and it is also the second day of March Madness, and day one went as should be expected. I just wanted to start off the show by taking a moment today, not for you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to take a moment for me because as of this morning, I am currently in first place in the ESPN Radio Winchester Bracket Challenge. Thank you. You can hold the applause. I would like to thank absolutely nobody because this is just what greatness looks like. This is what I do. When they make the movie, I would prefer that Rob Kortner be played by Matt Damon. I will be played by Ben Affleck. Rusty Dawson, who is also tied for first place with Rob and I, is too good looking. So Rusty over there at South, he's going to be played by like Steve Buscemi or something like that. Yeah.
Got to knock him down a peg or two, yeah.
Chewy will be played by Zach Galifianakis. I've got it all planned out. So
I was thinking Melissa McCarthy. You know.
People also often ask me, Chewy, and I know that you're wondering this morning, Joe, what does it take? What does it take to be great, to dominate a bracket the way that you did in day one? And I will say, I will start with preparation. I watched all of 12 minutes of highlights. I was very disciplined.
Did you read Rob's bracket blueprint?
I did. I ignored all expert analysis except for Rob. And I'm not saying that Rob is the reason that I'm here. I'm just saying that all great ones have mentors. I went based off instinct.
Pride cometh before the fall, Brett Crabtree says.
If the mascot looked a little bit tougher and I was unsure, I may have gone with that one. But most importantly, Chewy, I trusted my gut, which is built off of eating years of pizza and slamming pre-workouts. So I felt pretty good about, avoiding bad decisions.
Okay.
Going into the process. Now, I know.
Don't get a big head about it. I know you're a pretty humble guy.
I am. I'm trying to stay humble here in this first segment. I know that Rob Kortner is sitting there in first place along with me and Rusty. And I know it's just day one, and you guys can say, wow.
Well, Katie says it's not Mayhem Monday, so we'll wait.
It's not. Dynasties, I get it. They're not built overnight. But they do start by, starting in first place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
So I respect Rusty. He's, an educator. But today class is in session, and I am the lesson. So
what are we doing?
You all had a chance. I gave you the chance. I told you what it was going to be. I told you that it would be a race for second place.
I need a break.
And here we are.
This is unbelievable. Like, I knew this was gonna happen. Yesterday when you were watching that stupid game, and you, Johnny, and Daniel were all glued to that television. I just knew. I was like, I swear, if they win and Joe gets a bump, I am going to be so mad. And I knew it was gonna happen.
My whole bracket will probably be busted by lunchtime today.
Hey, well, we can't all be so lucky. I didn't even know March Madness had started. I'll be honest with you.
So Chewy picked Vandy to win it all, and at one point in time early in the game yesterday, I was like, "Ooh, this could be very bad for Chewy." No, there was a lot of people that were gripping during the Duke game yesterday. I understand that. I got the only loss that I had was Wisconsin getting whacked, and that one hurt. If I have peaked, I just want to celebrate this in this moment.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
This could be my very only opportunity to celebrate.
All right, yeah, well.
It is a What the Florida Friday here today on the show, and you can jump in and be a part of the show. I encourage you to do that today. And again, I struggle to figure out what to do with my hands this morning because they have been so busy picking winners. I'm sipping on Victory right now. That's what this is.
Your cloudy pre-workout.
Yeah. But anyway, that's pretty much all my show prep for today. I think we'll just wrap it up there.
Just go home.
You guys can just spend the rest, like the next, hour and 44 minutes reveling in my greatness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Does the zhuzh not bother you in a drink?
What is zhuzh?
That crap in the bottom, the zhuzh.
No, that's the good stuff.
No, it's supposed to be dissolved, though.
Oh, no. So, in this case, I sometimes I'll fill it up the whole way with water, and I'll dilute it down, and so it's like a slow release as I'm drinking it. This is going to hit me like a freight train because I'm gonna hammer this little bit, and when we come back in the next segment, my skin's going to be itchy. And the show is going to be tremendous.
Okay.
I don't know what we're going to talk about today because, like I said, that's all I got. All I could get past was how great I was. No, I do have something else I want to talk about.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
Well, before you do, I want to tell you what Johnny Hand did say.
Okay.
He says, my mother-in-law is unimpressed. Grandma would have been tied for the lead had she been welcome to play. And then Brett Crabtree says, y'all have a great day. I've heard enough.
So what we do need to do, here's a challenge that we ran into, is Johnny had his whole family submit their brackets, but they all did so via his ESPN account.
Oh, okay.
And the way that the bracket thing was set up is that it only allowed one per email. So what I need to do is get Johnny to print those off when he comes in, and we'll manually I guess we don't need to necessarily manually track them because he can track it on his end, but we'll figure out where they're at along the way. Here's the other cool thing about the bracket challenge. I did talk to Kyle over at Domino's yesterday.
Oh, interesting.
And I told people that we were going to roll prizes out for this thing along the way. And Chewy, if you had known that the winner gets a $100 Domino's gift card and second and third place get $50 and the rest of the top 10 each get $25.
Holy crap.
You may have tried a little bit harder.
Well, yeah, but you didn't inform me on this.
Yeah. Well, what I want to see is here's the thing. Everybody rolls out their prizes prior to the bracket challenge even being done. Put together. We'll put out these great prizes to get people in it. You know what I wanted? I wanted the real ones.
Oh. Okay.
I wanted the ones who would show up with no promised prizes, who would just show up for the love of the game to get their heads handed to them by me. And, we had some of those people who jumped in, and I appreciate those folks.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're doing well so far. But
Are you really?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like it.
Well, I want to see you succeed.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with a $100 gift card from Domino's is what I want to do. You don't even eat Domino's that much.
Oh, man. So I did have something else to talk about this morning on the show.
Okay.
Which may be a surprise to folks. But after I got done dominating America in the bracket, last night I decided to go to the softball game, Franklin County softball game. Wanted to ground myself, humble myself, bring myself down to the level of the masses. Ran into Softball Dad, who, if you recall, was the one who said that he thought that I would be bigger in person over this past weekend. Ran into him, all his Softball Dad buddies. They loved it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they were having a grand old time laughing at my expense yesterday. No, I think that they hazed me into their group. I had to carry all the girls' backpacks back to the truck after the game. What I will say, in all seriousness, is the girls came back and won that game 8-5. Adeline Carter hit 2 home runs. And what I will say, though, is regardless of what happened at the game, regardless of what happened, the joking around outside the fences and stuff like that, it was a great night. A lot of folks showed up for the game. A lot of folks didn't. There is definitely room for more people to go to those games. And those girls are fun to watch. But the most telling thing of the whole game, Chewy, did not come during the game. It came after the game. So we get done with the game. We walk over. Katie had to pee. So we're standing at the fence watching some of the soccer game, which is just beyond the softball field. And all of a sudden, out of the dugout, come the entire team, the entire Rebelette team, and they all have rakes, and they start raking and manicuring the field after the game.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, we've talked about things like teaching these young kids accountability. We've talked about culture. We've talked about all of these things, discipline and things like that make players into great young adults, folks who are going to, bring value to the community. And I just wanted to take a moment. I don't know how long this has been done, if it's a Coach K thing, Coach Kelly Kennedy thing, if it pre-existed her. I don't know. I don't care. I don't know how many coaches do this. What I will say is we see this with the basketball, the boys on the basketball team. They clean up the gym afterwards. They put up the chairs. They roll up the table. We see this with football. They clean up the sideline. There are kids who have a job. But the organization that Coach K and her girls had, and the way that they were working on that, the way that they took pride in the place that they play, was something to really appreciate and really respect. And we talk a lot, we complain a lot, I complain a lot about the things that go wrong in our community or on the field or with the coaches or whatever. We talk a lot about that type of stuff in the schools. But if we don't talk about the good things and the things that these coaches are teaching them that are positive, then we're missing the boat. It was my kids, all my kids were with me, and we're standing on the fence line, and Walter said, what are they doing? And I was like, what do you mean, buddy? And he pointed, what are they doing? And we all turned around and looked, and there they all were, raking the field, doing all the things. And I said, well, they're taking care of the field. He said, why are they doing that? I said, because they take pride in the place that they play. And the kids just stood there and watched. And I could tell in that moment that my kids were soaking up a lesson from those girls on the softball field. And so I wanted to say thank you to them. Sometimes it's not just about what you do on the field, how you play the game. Coach K, sometimes it's the lessons that you're teaching the kids off the field, the folks off the field, that you may not even realize that you're having an impact. The game was over, but the lessons that my kids were still learning after the game, they were still learning those lessons. So very cool job by them.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. And Brett Crabtree says, I feel like I could guess what that dad said to you. And then Doug Garrett jumped in saying, my bracket looked a lot bigger on the computer, but looking at it live, it is in last place. Joe understands that feeling. Jeez. Golly. Daggers out this morning.
Yeah. So what was really funny, too, and I got to say, I really appreciate all of these shorts that you've been creating, Chewy.
Oh, yeah.
Because Softball Dad was walking around the home side just showing everybody the video that you clipped up of him calling me, saying that he thought that I would be bigger in person. He's showing just everybody on the sideline or on the home bench. He just thought it was great. Yeah.
Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, I think almost daily, we at least one clip from a show we'll pop over there on the YouTube channel and Facebook.
If you haven't followed the YouTube channel, which we don't promote it too much, we do put stuff on the Facebook, so a lot of that stuff is over there as well. But
it's an archive, more like.
The YouTube channel is growing with some stuff as well, and I do got to say, Chewy pulls some of the best moments from the show, so it's something that you do want to follow. The short clips are friggin' hilarious. Sometimes they're better than the actual show. Show drags on. The clips are like 15, 30 seconds. So if you missed a show, at least pull up the clips.
Andrew jumped in this morning. Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning, Andrew. All right, it is a What the Florida Friday. I encourage you to get involved in the show. You can do that by going over to Facebook, and that's Facebook.com/ESPN Winchester. You can pull up the live stream of the show. And because it's a What the Florida Friday, in hour number 2, Sammy D will be in studio with us. In just a little bit, we will be going out to Poultry Electric and Heath Automotive, check in on Jeff and Steve, see what they're up to, see how their brackets have gone. Probably not as good as mine. But we've got it all going on today on the show, and I encourage you to get involved. Like I said, you can do that via the FMO Facebook feed over there on the Facebook page. You can also call in at 931-967-3500. You can text the show at 931-305-5611. It is Franklin County's favorite way to get their morning started. You're tuned into the starting lineup on ESPN Radio 1340-1069 WCDT Winchester.
Every child deserves a safe place to grow. When substance misuse enters a home, children can face neglect and lasting trauma. The Drug Endangered Children's Initiative in Franklin County brings together schools, first responders, and community partners to identify risks early and protect our most vulnerable. It's not about blame, it's about protection. And when we stand up for our children, we are stronger together. Learn more at fcpctn.org/DEC. This project is funded under a grant contract with the State of Tennessee Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services.
For over 75 years, one thing has never changed in Winchester, Tennessee. Hall Furniture has been there through it all. 3 generations, decades of trust, and the commitment to quality, value, and service that still comes first today. As we celebrate over 75 years in business, we want to say thank you to our loyal customers, our community, and to everyone who has made Hall Furniture a Winchester tradition. Hall Furniture, here's to another 75 years of helping you make a house feel like home.
You can say goodbye to all that wintertime weather. Today is going to be waking up to a little bit of patchy fog, but otherwise it's going to be bright, sunny, with a high of 76 degrees. Light variable winds coming in from 5 to 10 miles per hour with some gusts as high as 20. Get out there and enjoy this absolutely beautiful day while you enjoy ESPN Radio Winchester 1340 1069.
This is Daryl from Columbus, previously from the Paul Feinbaum Show.
Check in scissor hands. I'm the wrong guy to ask, but what's the secret to a good haircut?
A good haircut makes you feel confident. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you get that haircut, you're going to walk out that barbershop, you're going to look in the mirror, and you're going to be like, yeah, that's it. And you're going to tip the barber.
The Paul Feinbaum Show, weekdays at 3 Eastern on the ESPN app and on the SEC Network.
Joe had to mix up some more pre-workout, but he's ready to go another round. Back to the starting lineup. This is ESPN Radio Winchester.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. Joe Abraham alongside Chewy on a What the Florida Friday.
Got some contenders in the chat, Joe.
Contenders for what? Second place?
Yeah, Ivy Dwight jumped in saying my bracket is better than yours, Joe.
Okay, hold on. So Ivy and I have beef, and she don't know it, but we do.
Oh, really?
So I would like to point out that Ivy comes from my church bracket.
Oh, okay.
Now listen, in the world of all the bracket challenges that I'm in, I still hold one single bracket. It's the same bracket. It's just in different groups, right?
Okay.
So like the 97-7 the zone, my father's bracket, he is in first place on page 7 of his own bracket challenge.
Dang.
He's in like place 160 something, and I'm in second place in his bracket challenge for
wow.
his whole
Not bad.
down in Huntsville. In ours, I'm tied for first. In the churches, which has like 17 people in it, I am in second place. Miss Ivy is in first ahead of me.
Dang, way to go.
Now, hold on, though, because I would like to point this out. Miss Ivy she actually missed 2 games yesterday, and I only missed 1. But because she had the upset in the Wisconsin game, the bracket that we're in for the church league has some sort of different scoring method to where upsets count for more points. So even though my bracket is technically better than hers, that's right, I said it, she has more points than me, so I sit in second place.
Yeah, it sounds like you're just sort of angry at that.
Oh.
You sound like you're the first loser. It's
I know the truth.
Well, it just sounds like she might be better at you than this whole picking thing, is all I'm saying. Katie says, yay, go Chewy for fixing the Facebook feed. Now take that black sign from behind the window that's blocking Johnny Hand's sign off. And
I can do that.
Kelly Bolin jumped in saying, good morning.
Good morning.
That's either Kelly or Charlie, I bet.
Oh, good morning. Yeah, I do need to take that little thing down there. So if you see in the background, there's an afternoon handoff sign, vinyl sign, that spans now the entire back wall of the studio. Okay?
It's massive.
Now, we came up with an idea back early in the early stages of the afternoon handoff. And the idea was Johnny has so many people on his show. He has so many interviews of young athletes and coaches from the community. And we wanted to give them a place to sign their names. Now, unfortunately, when we placed the order, there was a miscommunication, and by miscommunication I mean no communication between me and the place that printed it as a follow-up. I don't want to name the place because it's not their fault, but I don't want you guys to think that, there's something wrong with them. I don't want you to hold it against them. It was more a me thing than a them thing because it had been sitting there done and waiting since like October.
Oh, okay.
And all of the athletes that Johnny has had on in the last, 5 months, basically they need to all come back in and sign this thing. No, you know what it started?
We have a signing day.
We do. It started, though, because Grayson Baggett and Nikasia Holman and some of the girls came in one day and they signed the calendar, the whiteboard calendar in the other room, and like it says Grayson was here and Nikasia was here. I think that's still up there.
Yeah, we never erased it.
Yeah, we never erased it. So they started coming in, and at one point in time, we're like, wow, maybe we'll just have them sign the table. That would be cool to have everybody who comes in sign the table who does an interview. But then I didn't want it to look junky, so I was like, let's make it something special for Johnny that he can have and keep always. So we asked for this vinyl sign, and they understood the assignment because it's absolutely huge.
Yeah,
I think they got the picture of how many people Johnny has on his show. But that brings me to my next point is it's up. I wonder who the first person to sign it is going to be. Probably me because, I'm in first place and I'm the champion.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I've been on Johnny's show.
Okay.
I should be able to sign
I've been on Johnny's show. We should sign that.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to leave it up to Johnny,
okay,
who becomes the first person to sign it.
Good idea.
But,
all right.
But it's up there.
So we'll leave it up to him.
And it's definitely going to fluff up his ego because it takes up the entire studio. And it's right in the afternoon handoff being promoted the entirety of my show because it's sitting right behind my head.
Hey, it is Charlie. Good morning, Charlie.
Good morning, Charlie.
Well, that's really neat, though. I think it's a great idea. But very awesome stuff.
Yeah, even though he is a Scooter Syndicate member, just is what it is.
Yeah, well, you know what? He's a team player. Shout out to Johnny, and if you like the afternoon handoff, that's from 2 to 4 every day.
Yeah, I would encourage you to tune into that. Which Johnny, if you get a chance, let me know who's going to be on your show this afternoon. Which it may be, it's going to be cut short, I believe, because later today the Tennessee Vols, Chewy, play in their opening round of the NCAA tournament. And in fact, after the guys' game, the girls also play tonight. So we'll have both of those games here on ESPN Radio. You can tune into those in case you're bumping around town. Now, here's the problem with my bracket. The main issue that I see with my bracket. Now, I only pick winners, okay? That's what I do. I wake up in the morning, and I got one thing on my mind.
Where's the bathroom?
And after I go pee, it turns into I am a champion.
So Johnny says he's flying solo today.
Solo today.
It'll be up to him to see who signs it first.
So when I'm not manifesting winners, Chewy, one of the balances that I have to face is picking with my head versus picking with my heart. And I watched some of the Ohio game the other day when they beat SMU, and Miami of Ohio is 30. I think they're like 31 or 32-1 on the year, and that's who Tennessee matches up against in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, I had picked Tennessee to win that game because it's a play-in game. Even though I think Miami is like an 11 seed or something, it's still a play-in game, and I have a hard time picking play-in teams. Until I saw that game, I have Tennessee losing in the first round. I have them getting beat by Miami of Ohio. And it's tough, I know, and people are listening, and they're like, oh, boy. Because they know, Chewy. They know that not only – I wasn't picking it based off of speculation. I was picking it because I pick winners. And if I pick winners, it means that Tennessee's going to go home early today.
Okay.
It's unfortunate. I'm sorry. I apologize to all Tennessee Vol fans who are out there that I manifested your team going home.
I picked the opposite, so I know for sure that I did pick Tennessee in this one. So this will be an interesting night.
Sure you did.
Because
you know what?
Huh?
You don't pick winners.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, when Vandy gets on the champion train,
yeah.
All right, you're not invited.
Everybody in the chat today, in fact, everybody listening to the show today, pretty much hopes I go winless.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
They're like, this freaking guy. I am going to be that guy today. Just is what it is.
Brett says, talking about Johnny, saying he'll probably sign it himself first, say that he signed it first, which is a good point. And then Katie jumped in saying, bracket picks are 100% heart decisions. Same here, my friend.
Yeah.
You're right. You're very much a trust your gut kind of guy,
I am.
But I'm more of like, trust my gut? You mean that guy who crapped my pants last week? Yeah, I don't think so. So, yeah, I'm going with the heart every time. Who did I want? Because I'll be honest with you. Listen, before the bowl games, I was picking at almost 60% in college football.
Well, the bowl games don't count. I don't count that against you.
I appreciate that.
You had a unbelievable year. But it was time for me to lock in. Chat, I locked in. W's in the chat for locking in. And again, I get it. People will say to me that it's only day one. But either what I say to those people is either you are a champion or you're watching me.
Oh my gosh, you need to relax.
I don't follow analytics. I am the analytics, okay?
Johnny Hand jumped in saying, Joe should be out of first place by the time my show starts this afternoon. So he is welcome to sit in with me and be the first to sign my banner between the tiers.
Oh, man, I don't want to get tears all over his banner.
Oh, well, it's that outdoor sort of material, so I think it could be. It's a little water resistant.
It's rainproof.
Yeah, there you go.
We do need to get some permanent markers, though. We need to get some Sharpies.
Hang a bag up there next to it with it, and I think that'd be fun. Get some fun colors.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm very excited about that thing. I think it's going to be cool to watch it fill up with signatures.
Yeah.
In the background,
especially on Johnny's show because he gets so many people at one time.
Yeah. But like I said, we're gonna have to get all these kids back in here who have already been on his show once.
You hear that, Johnny? You start
get them back in here.
Tie for round 2.
All right, let's get a quick break in here. When we come back, we will go out to Poultry Electric and Pro Hardware. It is the starting lineup. I am Legend. This is ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
Spring is a season of renewal, and at High Point Health System, with Ascension St. Thomas, your health is always in season. From routine checkups to advanced care, their dedicated team is here to help you feel your best, today and every day. Compassionate care, backed by the strength of Ascension St. Thomas. This spring, take a moment for your health. Learn more or find a provider at highpointhealthsystem.com. High Point Health System with Ascension St. Thomas. Caring for you for every season of life.
Spring is in the air, and so are fresh new savings at Furniture Merchandise Outlet, FMO, right here in Tullahoma. Ready to refresh your space? From living rooms and bedrooms to dining sets and mattresses, FMO has the styles you want at prices you'll love. No long waits, no sticker shock. Just take it home today. Visit them at 105 North Jackson Street in Tullahoma or browse anytime at FMOTN.com. Furniture Merchandise Outlet, where spring cleaning turns into a spring upgrade.
It's time for a local news break from the 931 Go News Center.
Franklin County Schools has announced new leadership at 2 campuses. Incoming Director of Schools, Dr. Roger Alsop, has named Brittany Butner as principal of Franklin County High School and Shauna Fortier as principal of Deckard Elementary School. Both have been serving in interim roles and now step into the positions permanently. Dr. Alsop said stability in leadership is vital for student growth and faculty morale, noting that both leaders have already earned the trust of their school communities. Butner previously served as assistant principal at Franklin County High School and is a former district secondary teacher of the year. Fortier has served as an instructional coach and district math coach and is pursuing her education specialist degree. Both principals will join Dr. Alsop on the starting lineup with Joe Abraham and Chewy on Monday, March 23rd. Meanwhile, Mayor Chris Guest continued his Manners with the Mayor tour, recently reading to students at Head Start. The visit focused on encouraging early literacy and reinforcing the importance of education from a young age. The mayor thanked the teachers and the staff for their continued dedication to preparing students for success. In sports, the Franklin County Rebels defeated Cookeville 3-2 at home Wednesday in the Rebel Wildcat Classic, improving to 5-2 on the season. The Rebels will host a doubleheader Friday against Sequatchie County and Forest, with first pitch set for 4 p.m. The Franklin County Rebelettes also picked up a road win, defeating Rockvale 6-3 to move to 3-6 on the season. They return home Thursday night to face Marshall County at 6 p.m. For more local news and sports updates, visit 931go.com. Stay informed and stay connected to your community with ESPN Radio Winchester.
Hey neighbors, this is Johnny Hand from the Afternoon Handoff on ESPN Radio Winchester. And I just want to say thank you. It's only been a couple of months since we debuted my show, and you have been so supportive and so gracious to tune in every single weekday from 2 to 4, whether you're in the car, at work, at home, or streaming us wherever you may be. And a special thank you, of course, to the incredible guests who join me on the show. Those are huge reasons that this program is as fun and as engaging as it is to our listeners and to our guests alike. Thank you for helping make the Afternoon Handoff something special. And keep listening. ESPN Radio 1340, 106.9 WCDT, Winchester.
Take the starting lineup with you wherever you go. Download the WCDT smartphone app in your Google Play and Apple App Store. Now, back to the guys.
Dude, that's why I keep drinking the pre-workout, is because I'm hoping that my eyes are going to turn blue.
You're going to be Lisan El Gaib?
Yeah. That guy. You got to see a movie the other day. Before we call out to Poultry Electric and Pro Hardware, you got to see a movie, and I don't want you. And I don't want you to give too much away because but I do want you to tell people about what your plan is.
Oh yeah, sure. So me and my dad are going to be doing some movie reviews together.
Yeah.
And one of the movies that he was like ultra excited about came out. We actually saw it a little bit early. It comes out technically today, but we're Crown members at certain theaters and stuff. But so we got to see an early preview, and we saw Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Which is the other Andy Weir book besides Artemis that they've decided to make into a movie. And if you've seen The Martian, that's the other book that Andy Weir did that got turned into a really good movie. This was pretty decent.
Yeah.
I really liked it. It was a lot more hopeful to the point to where like you could definitely bring your kids to this one.
Okay.
There's like I would say like 12 and up around that era. There's like it's like The Martian is like very serious and like there's like very intense moments.
Yeah.
In this one, it is not as dialed into that realistic intensity.
Okay.
And there's a lot of alleviate. But I'll leave a lot of this for the possible review that'll be popping up here soon.
Right.
So hopefully it actually will be filmed today.
Really?
And possibly put up by maybe the weekend or Monday.
All right.
So everybody stay tuned for that if you guys are interested. I don't really care. But but no.
He creates content for himself, not for you.
I want to make movie reviews, but I would love to hear people's opinion on it, and there's going to be an article that comes along with it, so you'll see a review from us here at the station about movies coming out here soon.
Well, speaking of exciting things, one of the conversations that I had here with a local community business yesterday was in regard to some of the things that we've been talking about wanting to do, and what we need to figure out is what shirt we want to design, what we want to be the first.
I have an idea.
Short run shirt, and so I'm open to suggestions. But what we want to do is we want to start creating T-shirts that people can order, like a short run. We'll put it out there. If you want one, you can get in on the order, and they're going to be all like limited edition. We're gonna open up the thing for like 2 weeks. We'll take orders. We'll sell 20 or 30 shirts or something like that, and then that'll be it. And then we'll come up with a new idea, a new concept, and do 20 or 30 more. We've talked about doing a hoagie roller shirt. We've talked about some other ones. But I think that it would be just a fun way to kind of get involved and around town. I think it would be cool.
Yeah, so stay tuned for some of these limited drops.
We'll figure it out. But anyway, all right, let's go out to Poultry Electric and Pro Hardware. I've got to check on how their brackets are doing because I know mine is better. And just wanna rub it in their face a little bit this morning, like I am with everybody. Listen, it's not often that I get to brag.
Speaking of Lisan Al Gaib, the Dune 3 trailer will also play it out there at the movies too.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I liked the first two Dune movies. I thought they were pretty cool. They're kind of like a different. They remind me very much of like Star Wars.
Well, it's kind of the other way around. But we got Brett. I'm so sorry.
Not Brett.
We don't have Brett on the line. We have Jeff on the line.
Brett is in the chat.
Brett's in the chat. How are you?
Good morning, Jeff. How are you today?
I'm good. How are y'all today?
Oh, I'm actually tremendous because I'm in first place in the ESPN Radio Winchester Bracket Challenge. Because
are you?
Yeah, that's what I do. I win and
God.
Yeah. So how are things going out over there at Poultry Electric and
What's that song? I win.
All I do is win. Yeah.
All I do is win. There you go.
Yeah, they wrote that.
I was trying to get the beat in my head. You know it?
You didn't know that, but they wrote that song about me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jeff, don't feed his ego.
Oh man.
I'd like to have that song playing in the background right now. You know?
That's like in your head as you walk
really
around.
like the song. I really like the song. It's got a really good beat to it. That wasn't a 90s song, was it?
No, it wasn't that long ago. I don't think.
2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had Too Short and a lot of that crazy stuff in the 90s, right?
Well, they need to play it for Miss Christie on Fridays when you guys are slinging all the appliances that you do out of the appliance room. Because speaking of,
no, don't say Miss Christie because she is making us work hard this morning. But Adam is like you right now, okay?
Yeah.
Adam had a $27,000 appliance sale yesterday.
Holy cow! All he does is win, no matter what.
That's right. So if you was playing that song, he's got his chest bowed out this morning. He's high stepping. He even brought us some bologna and biscuits this morning.
You go. He's like a high roller now. He brings in the breakfast.
Yeah. So anyway, we put up with that all day yesterday because he was getting the billet out yesterday. Came in Wednesday, he was getting the billet out yesterday. It's getting delivered today.
Wow.
So we're on like our third day of chest bowed out, nose up in the air. If it rains, he'll drown because he's got that nose stuck way up in there, So anyway, hey, he did sell a huge appliance deal. It's all KitchenAid. KitchenAid is another line of appliances that we brought in just because we have people asking for KitchenAid.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. Before the appliance business and Jeff at the hardware store, I didn't know there was a KitchenAid appliance out there. I didn't know KitchenAid was that popular, So I've always bought GE or Crosley or something because that's all Eddie ever does, speed clean washers and dryers. But come to find out, he's selling KitchenAid now.
Well,
so,
I was only introduced to KitchenAid a few years ago via the mixers. The stand mixers made them kind of popular, but the quality of the stand mixers, and I mean my mom had one for years and years, and the quality of them is what kind of makes that brand stand out. And, it's no wonder that it's kind of passed along to some of the other products that they carry. But you guys also carry, like, Forno and some of those other high-end ones as well.
Yeah, we've got the Forno, and the Forno is a high-end there. And when you get to the price point, you can get a price point in Forno that's more than KitchenAid, or vice versa. You can get a price point in KitchenAid that's more than Forno. But that is on the higher end there. We talk about that just to say we can get it. We do have a few in stock here. Then you get to the GE, you got the Cafe Series back there. Cafe Series is the GE high end on it. But hey, we sell more of your everyday appliance than we do the high end stuff. It's nice to get some of those high end sales sometimes, some of the upper end, the nicer houses and things like that. But we do a ton, and we want to bring this about. There's a lot of people who have rental in the county, So we have your plain refrigerator for the rental house. We have your ranges for that. And it's just not for the rental house. I mean, I really think I had a plain Jane refrigerator in my house forever. And my wife said, Jeff, you said when we built the house 25 years ago that we'd use this refrigerator and then our next one would be a nicer one. Well, that next day finally came and we had to get a nicer one. So.
Right. Well, one of the things that I saw, speaking of appliances, via your Facebook page, was that you guys have a blue UV ray light washer or something like that, which apparently it kills like the germs and the bacteria. But go ahead.
It does. It does. And I'm not. Adam and Christy know all about it. They went to the appliance show. They went to the appliance show, and they came back with that. It's a new thing out right now. We do have one on the floor back here. It just came in on Wednesday to display, to show everyone.
I was just wondering if I could come by and stick Chewy in there and run him for a cycle.
I tell you what, if you'll come by here, we'll put Chewy in there, and we will run him for just I don't know how long it'll take to harm him, but we'll try to cut it off before he's harmed. But we would like to see him bouncing around in there, and the suds and the water coming across his face. Can you see it now? Because it's got a glass door. You can see in there.
He's got so much bacteria and germs he carries around. He'd probably come out 30 pounds lighter.
Oh, man.
Oh, gosh.
You know, we're getting older today, right? Or
yeah.
Mr. Johnny, I reckon Mr. Johnny Hand's wife was in the store the other day, and she said, "You're Jeff Frame, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "You don't have a clue who I am." She said, "I graduated with you." So I went the rest of the day feeling bad because I didn't recognize her, you know. She knew my wife. You know, my wife and I have been dating since high school. And so I just had to tell y'all this morning, the older we get, the worse we get, okay?
Yeah.
I don't remember things that happened 35, 40 years ago now.
Oh, man.
Or, well, Christy said yesterday. So,
yeah.
So back to the black light or whatever, the pink
blue
light, the purple light.
UV light, whatever it is called.
Yeah, UV light. They told me all about it. I don't
can't remember.
Say a week ago. I know it's on the floor. I know it's got that UV light in it. Now, if you want to go into well pumps, I know we're going long, but if you want to go into well pumps, I can tell you all about the UV light that kills the bacteria, that brings the water into your house. You know, if you have dirty water, we can get those UV lights.
Yeah.
And your well pump pumps the water up there.
Same concept, Jeff.
It runs through the UV light. It kills all the bacteria. It gives you clean drinking water. Yeah. Hey, I'm an expert. I can tell you how to set that up. I can tell you how to use it. I can order you replacement bulbs for it. I can order you the fixture to start with. But when it comes with this UV light washer, I know nothing.
Yeah, same concept, though.
That's what Christy said there. Christy, it's the same thing, you big dummy. Hey, come and see the dummy at Poacher Electric Pro Hardware, 1991 Sharp Springs Road. Call us at 967-7351, right across the road from Crystal's there. Find us on the web at poacherelectric.com. I used to say come and see or tell them Dumb and Dumber because Ricky was at the radio station, and I really think Ricky was dumber than I am. But I can't say that about y'all, okay? I can't say that. So I'm just going to say come see Dummy, okay?
Oh, gosh.
Hey, y'all have a good day and a wonderful, 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 wonderful weekend.
All right, you too, brother.
Thank y'all.
Oh, gosh. I'm dying over here.
God. He was on one this morning. Shout out to Jeff over there at Poultry Electric.
Miss Christie's just hammered. It's the same thing, big dummy.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. All right, let's get a break in here. When we come back, we'll go out to Heath Automotive. It is the starting lineup. ESPN Radio, 1340, 106.9, WCDT Winchester.
To tackle or a party to plan? Skip the stress and rent it instead at Reliable Rental in Winchester. From tools and heavy-duty machines to chairs, tables, and event essentials, they've got what you need to get the job done right. Whether it's work or a weekend celebration, Reliable Rental makes it easy. Stop by 2433 Deckard Boulevard in Winchester or check out everything they offer online at ReliableRentalFC.com. Reliable Rental. When you need it, they've got it.
When life hits you hard, you need someone who will stand up and fight back for you. Andy Davis, attorney at law, serves Southern Middle Tennessee in personal injury, criminal defense, family law, bankruptcy, and more. Call today to set up your free consultation, where you'll get clear answers, honest guidance, and a plan built around your needs. Online at southerninjurylaw.com. This is an advertisement. Andy Davis, attorney at law, responsible for content. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than that of other lawyers.
The future of healthcare starts here. The Southern Tennessee Regional Health System, Winchester and Suwannee, are joining the High Point Health System with Ascension St. Thomas. a health network serving communities across the state. We're working together to expand access, improve clinical quality, and keep you close to home throughout your care journey. Your favorite providers aren't going anywhere. It's the same care you know and trust, now with a new name. High Point Health with Ascension St. Thomas. Learn more at highpointhealthsystem.com.
We apologize if this is your first time, but yes, unfortunately, this is normal. You're listening to the starting lineup on ESPN Radio 1340 1069, WCDT Winchester.
Back here on a What the Florida Friday, Joe Abraham alongside Chewy. As I'm going through, Chewy, I'm looking for the headlines this morning, the Florida Man headlines. I found a good one already.
Oh, I'm good to hear it. Brett Crabtree jumped in saying, I'm glad I'm wearing my boots today because this crap is deep. Doug Garrett says, I started my sales career in appliance sales, and KitchenAid was always the high-end sales. All right, interesting. Jay Cool jumped in. Good morning, Jay. He says, good morning, Hoagie Rollers. The 5th annual Spring Summer Thaw Poker Run is quietly approaching. You hope you're well, and you're on your way to getting those scooters. If not, still hope to see you supporting the veterans in need. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to...
I don't know if the scooters are going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know,
but we're gonna figure out a way, one way or another.
That being said, do you want to jump into Heath Automotive?
Let's do that.
All right.
Oh man, I'm glad it's Friday. Does anybody else hit the end of the week and kind of have that like release from their chest of like? That's how I feel this morning. It's been one of those kind of weeks. That all being said, I enjoy what I do very much, and I appreciate you guys who jump in on a regular basis and support our craziness. Speaking of people who support our craziness, we'll go out to Heath Automotive now, and we got Steve on the line. Good morning, Steve. How are you today?
Did you say we're crazy? What?
Not that kind of crazy, Steve.
Good morning. Yeah, I feel crazy some mornings. So good morning.
Well, it is a good morning. The March Madness is on. It's well underway as of yesterday. I am celebrating right now because I am, and I'm making sure that you know, just like everybody else, that I am in first place in the ESPN Radio Winchester Bracket Challenge. So for once, I finally know what it's like to be the best, like you guys over there at Heath Automotive.
Well, you got to strive every day to keep that up, Joe.
That's what I've been telling people. I've been trying to tell them, it's not. I just didn't wake up being great. It's you got to put in the work, and you guys certainly do that over there. Right now, though, and we've touched on this the last couple of times we've talked, as far as the amount of manufacturer rebates that you guys have going on, but across the board, you've said that you guys have about as many rebates as you have ever seen over there at Heath Automotive. And what's cool about that is depending on whoever the customer is and what their need is, you really have something for just about everybody going on right now.
We do, and we got another notification yesterday and got the rebate materials in yesterday for a Michelin promotion. So that starts next week, so that'll be another one that we add to the mix there. But we will have an $80 rebate on 4 Michelin tires starting latter part of next week, I believe. It might be about the 25th, 6th, something like that maybe. And so they just keep coming, Joe.
Yeah. Well, as far as saving money on the tires through the manufacturer rebates, that's not the only thing that you can help as far as getting people into a new set of tires. And sometimes these things, they can come up, we've discussed this as well, they come up unexpectedly, right? You never really know, or you don't really plan sometimes for yourself to run over something, or maybe to find uneven wear on your tires. Sometimes if you're really good and you're taking your car to Heath Automotive and rotating and balancing and things like that on a regular basis, you kind of know how many miles you got left. But a lot of times it's a surprise, or it's an unexpected cost you're not really prepared for when you need to drop some money on some new tires. And so along with that, you guys provide financing, which makes it a lot easier for folks to absorb that cost.
Right. We do have Synchrony is your big commercial lender, and retail credit rather, not commercial. It's a credit card. They tie it in with merchants. If you go into just about any of the big box stores, like a Home Depot or Electronic Express or something like that, their credit plan is usually going to be through Synchrony. And you have the promotions all the time. Any purchase over $199 can be 6 months, same as cash. So, which basically is you get it all paid off within that 6 months, making the minimum payment each month, and they back the interest out of it. It goes. Of course, they have the revolving charge, like you always have on any card or retail credit like that. But having that account, having that card in your wallet, and having that account, it comes in real handy for customers. We see it all the time, to where, like you say, the unexpected or the expected, they use it as a tool where they plan. They wait and say, okay, when and then you get companies like Continental will many times tie in their promotions, like the promotion we got going right now with General. You come in and you'll get either a $70 or an $80 rebate, depending on the line of tires that the Generals that you're buying, and they double that to where that 70 becomes 140, that 80 becomes 160 back on a set of tires if you put it on that Continental Synchrony card. So that's strong. And you can apply online. You can come in here with more. It just takes maybe 4 or 5 minutes. Get the information, send it in. We get an immediate response, and if you get your account cleared and all set up, they'll go ahead and issue us an account number. Let's say you came in today, and you were coming in with a flat issue, and decided, okay, once you actually got it in, got on the rack, and it was really time for 4 tires, you want to take advantage of the promotion or put it on the card, we've got the account number right then. We'll go ahead and run it through on that, and you're not out with having to put it on your Visa, MasterCard, write a check, or dig into the cash to come up and cover that unexpected expense. So it is, you're right, it's a great way to help take care of things, both expected and unexpected.
Yeah, well, it's a great tool for you guys to be able to offer, and like you said, we focus a lot on the tires aspect of it, but you've mentioned this, that you can use it on other things as well. And again, some of the things that folks can have handled over there at Heath Automotive that go outside of tires, hit on those things real quick as well, because you guys do much more than just tire replacement.
Well, absolutely. When you look at tires, everything that revolves around tires, or should revolve around tires if you're taking care of them properly, is alignment, suspension, steering parts. Then, of course, brakes. There's not a day that goes by, even on a Saturday, when we're only here for a half day, that we are not doing multiple brake jobs.
Right.
And but cooling systems, your air conditioning, your heater, diagnostic on your those little pesky lights that come up and tell you that maintenance is required, or that you've got an issue that has to be addressed, like you're starting and charging systems, batteries, alternators, electrical, lights. So, and just your regular routine maintenance, trying to keep that car running and keeping it dependable. We do all that. We've got our alignment specialist. He's in school with Hunter this week. He'll be coming back Monday, and he's going through an advanced training course with Hunter on alignment and all. And there again, all things connected to alignment. So, we try to handle it properly.
Well, where can folks find you if they need proper care on their vehicle this week?
All right. Joe, we're in Winchester at 501 First Avenue Southwest. That's 4 blocks off the square. You can give us a call at 967-3880, and we'll invite you to visit our website, which is heathautomotivetire.com.
Yeah, and I encourage you to check out that new website as well. You guys just redid it, and it does look beautiful. And Steve, I appreciate you so much. Try and keep your sanity this weekend, even though we got, like I said, March Madness going on. You guys have plenty of work that you need to be doing over there at Heath Automotive, getting folks' vehicles maintained and back on the road. And so it would be a tragedy, certainly, if you were to lose your mind in the madness and folks couldn't get their vehicles on the road because you were all caught up in the bracket.
Sometimes the comment's been made, you can't lose something you never had.
That's part of what makes them so great, I guess, over there. All right, brother. Well, have a great weekend.
Y'all take care.
It's like you too. It's like the Hulk. How does he control? He's always angry. How does Steve handle it? He's always insane. He's always losing his mind over there. All right, we'll be back in just a moment with the Pledge of Allegiance from Deckard. It is the starting lineup. You're listening to ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
Why choose More Courtney Funeral Home? Well, they're a fifth-generation funeral home taking care of the people of Franklin County since 1905. They're committed to serving you, dedicated to providing personalized, professional, compassionate service to help lighten your burden and help you out during these difficult times. More Courtney Funeral Home, 300 First Avenue Northwest in Winchester, 967-2222. More Courtney Funeral Home.
Looking to make a difference in Franklin County? The Franklin County Prevention Coalition works every day to build a safer, healthier community, free from substance misuse. Through education, outreach, and strong local partnerships, they empower parents, schools, and leaders to prevent addiction and support positive choices. From youth programs to community events, the coalition is here for you. Learn more or get involved today at fcpctn.org. Together, we prevent.
This project is funded under a grant contract with the State of Tennessee Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services.
Farmers, gardeners, and homeowners. Franklin Farmers Co-op in Winchester is your one-stop shop. From top-quality feed and seed to fencing, equipment, and even pet supplies. We have everything you need to keep your farm or home running smoothly. Our knowledgeable team is here to help you every step of the way. Stop by Franklin Farmers Co-op, conveniently located at 2229 Deckard Boulevard, or give us a call at 931-967-5511. Franklin Farmers Co-op, rooted in your success, growing with your community.
Good morning, Deckard.
Good morning, WCDT.
How are you guys this morning?
We are wonderful on this Friday. How are you?
Oh, I think we're doing okay. I think we're ready for a really awesome pledge to end off this week.
I think we've got second graders ready to make that happen for you.
All right, let's hear it.
Good morning, Franklin County. Please join Deckard Elementary as we salute and pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Fantastic pledge this morning. Thank you.
Good said this, wasn't it? Who's got our joke this morning? All right, come on up. Tell me your name.
My name is Kayan. What is a tornado's favorite game?
I don't know.
Twister.
That
was a good one.
That was a cute one. All right. Well, y'all have a wonderful day out there, okay, Deckard?
Thank you, guys. You too.
See ya.
Bye.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just get started here. Welcome back into the ESPN Radio Winchester 1340 1069. So starting lineup this morning, it is What the Florida Friday. We got our friend Sam Davidson in here. Sam, how are you this morning?
I'm great this morning. How are you, sir?
I'm all right. It's good to see you again, my friend. Joe is still absent, and I don't know. He's been on one this morning.
Oh,
about
really?
His bracket challenge. He's number one right now in the bracket challenge.
Yeah, he sent me the bracket challenge. I'm not much of a basketball guy.
Well, neither am I, but I can't stand to see Joe win anything. So, like, that's my problem. But I'm sure he'll let you know about it when he gets back. With whatever he's doing. I have an idea, but that's not important. Anyway,
hey, I liked our joke this morning, but I've got one.
Okay, I was hoping for that.
Yes. So this one is. I'll put this in the category of. This is another one of it's so bad it's good.
Okay.
All right. What is a DJ's favorite dipping sauce?
I don't know.
Marinara.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, but that was legendary. Oh my gosh, dude. Are you kidding me? Did you hear that?
Nope. I'm not doing it again.
I can't. Well, you know what? That's what you get for missing out. You missed the whole pledge and everything. You missed 2 jokes.
Listen, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Glad to have you back.
It's all that excellence that I drank this morning.
Here we go. This is what I'm talking about.
Good morning, Sammy D. How are you today?
Good morning.
Apparently, you're making people laugh. You're taking my job. I walk out of the room and everybody come back in. Everybody's losing their minds laughing. I feel like I missed out.
Oh, well, you can check the.
I'll have the Facebook.
I'll have to do it.
Yeah.
I'll have to recap my own show.
I'm sorry.
Goodness gracious. What did I miss? What did you bring us? Did we come back from the break?
Yeah.
You just welcome us back in?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to catch up with
Yep.
where we're.
Deckard called, pledge, joke, second joke. Yeah. We're just moving right along.
I missed all the jokes.
Were you, focusing on your bracket or something in there? Did you
No.
get lost in the sauce a bit?
No, I literally had to go to the bathroom. It was, sometimes.
Whatever you say, dude.
Well, so the way that sometimes the morning goes, sometimes nature calls right in the middle of the 7 and 8 o'clock hour. Steve and I went a little bit long there, so I had to run out of room.
All right.
I missed the pledge.
All right. Well.
So who do you got to win it all?
Arizona.
Really? I don't understand that. Where
what is there to understand? I pick who wins the bracket. It's not about a question of who. Arizona's going to win it all, just like Florida won last year.
I'm saying, where did you get Arizona? Was that after just because you were he was really meticulous about it. Like, I did not realize that you were supposed to be. Like, I thought we were just supposed to fill out a bracket, and I was like, okay, so I filled out a bracket, and I was like, there you go.
Chewy's like throwing darts at the wall. Which team do I think is going to break? Listen. There's a reason why Rob went through and he did all the research that he done, and there's a reason why he and I sit in first place above everybody else.
But I'm saying, what brought you to Arizona? Like, what did you see where you're like,
okay,
I think they're going to take it?
So in looking at the teams that I believed could possibly win it, a big portion of that is the path to the title game. Kind of the draw of the bracket.
Like,
now,
who's in their way to get there? Okay.
And so like Duke, I have Duke making it to the final against Arizona, but honestly, Duke has the toughest path to get there. Their section of the bracket is just absolutely brutal. So it would not surprise me, especially after their performance yesterday, it would not surprise me if Duke did not make it to the final game. On the flip side of that, Arizona has a fairly easy path to the Final Four, and because of that, along with their high level of skill, they were the team that mathematically made sense to me.
So you're playing more of a meta game. You're not really worried about like skill and who's on this team and who's
No,
that,
I do.
or-
It is about skill and who's capable of what. But you got to take it all into account. It's a.
Cindy Henn says Rob brought him there. So
basically, what I'm saying without saying it is that I just leaned into Rob.
Yeah. All right.
So is it one of those situations where he's making his bracket and you see it and you're like, oh yeah, that looks right?
No, well, so here's the thing. I still haven't even looked at Rob's bracket, but what is funny about it is that he and I, because he and I talk a lot of basketball during the season as well, we'll be watching games, and I say we talk a lot. We don't talk as much as you'd think, but we will text back and forth, and we share thoughts on certain teams. So it does make sense. He is my basketball guy, like my basketball guru. So if I have an opinion on somebody, the first person I bounce it off of is Rob, and vice versa. A lot of times he'll see something that happens and he'll text me. And so we have the same mindset because all season long we're kind of sharing thoughts on these teams.
All right.
Which is ironic that we both picked Arizona. Again, we didn't talk about it. We didn't talk about the fact that we both picked VCU to beat North Carolina, but they did, and we did.
All right. I'm
Copycat.
interested.
No, I still have not looked at his bracket. I don't know who he's got. I picked Tennessee to get bounced in the first round. I don't think he picked that.
Synergy is the word, right?
Yeah. We're just.
Sam, how are you feeling, my friend?
I'm good. It's been a really busy week.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to talk.
Busy last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about something, and I wouldn't say that it's like a pandemic, but it's something that a lot of people seem to be freaking out about here locally, parents specifically, in regard to the kids and some of the things that you guys have been dealing with in the school regarding some of these threats. Because that's one thing that's come up here as of late. Now, my first question to you is this a new phenomenon that kids are like saying and doing things without thinking about them and the larger picture of how they can affect? Or is this simply because of the feedback from the community, you guys are sharing the dark, dirty side that maybe they don't normally see, that the community hasn't normally seen in the past?
Yeah, so this is not a new phenomenon. There's, if you guys remember in years past, there was a threat on Snapchat. It's usually Snapchat. And it was about Franklin County.
Yeah.
And it was taken way out of proportion. It was I
think last year we had one about, was it on Twitter or something?
So
but it was a different state.
Yeah, there was a list of schools, and it was I believe it was Kentucky or Georgia. I don't remember. But once something like this happens, it becomes a topic of discussion in the schools with the kids. And I don't want to use the term copycat, but that's kind of what it seems like sometimes.
Right.
And it will happen. If one happens in our area, there will be something similar in the surrounding areas, and it may happen again here. And I truly believe that's what we've been dealing with. You know, these kids, they may not truly understand the gravity of what they're saying, because it makes students uncomfortable, teachers, staff, parents, everybody uncomfortable, and we have to treat every instance as if it's real until we figure out it's not, and that's what we've been doing. And you know, the community really wants to know about these things, so we try to share those as soon as we can and when it's appropriate to do so.
Right. I think that one of the biggest takeaways from it is that you guys are on top of it. You know, you stay at high alert when it comes to this stuff at all times, and like you said, you take each threat extremely seriously, which can be hard in a society like what we've got today, where there is so much information, there is so much that flies around. I go back to like when the weatherman jumps on TV And every time they jump on TV, oh, this is the biggest storm. It's the end of the world, tornadoes and apocalypse and snowpocalypse and all the things. And every time it rolls through, and it kind of becomes like the boy who cried wolf. And then next thing you know, tornado season rolls back around, and you're like, do I really need to get up out of bed and go down to the basement? And, you know, you stop taking these threats so seriously. You guys cannot afford to do that at all.
That's absolutely true. We treat every instance, every threat, whether it be verbal, whether it be over social media, we take every one of those just as serious.
Yeah,
and that's that can be exhausting. You know, we've had a lot go on in the last week, really the last 11, 12 days, and our SROs. You know, I've got to give it to them. They do a great job. You know, just because they have to stop and handle a threat, that doesn't mean the work stops at the school.
Right.
And, you know, when that happens, as I've said before, anytime there's a threat, we enact a heightened security protocol. And again, that doesn't mean the work stops. There are still things that have to be done and handled.
Well, and talk about that a little bit, because I think that when people think of the SRO, they think of, you know, just maintaining safety at the school and breaking up fights or things like that. But talk about what the SRO is to a lot of these kids outside of just that, because what I've seen and what it seems to me is that is just the tip of the iceberg of what they do.
Yes, so a ton of what an SRO does, and I've said it before, is breaking the stigma attached to wearing a badge. There's a lot of kids that the only thing they've ever seen from an officer is something that negatively impacts them. What I mean by that is arresting a parent, a friend, an aunt, an uncle, or an officer's only around when something bad happens.
Right.
So that presence and being a positive presence is probably their biggest contribution.
Yeah.
So, but you look at an SRO, most people just see an SRO and they think about, hey, I'm only there, or they're only there for safety. That's not what I see.
Right.
When I look at an SRO, I see a friend. I see a positive mentor. I see a counselor. I see someone that is kind of a catch-all. Imagine everything that a kid could need in a school that's not provided by a teacher or staff.
Right.
That's what an SRO is to me. And we have a tremendous group of SROs, and they've done, I mean, it's just, we've been so blessed. We really have to have such a great group.
And to me, when you consider today's just climate, you know, one of the things that I think about is the level of anxiety that a lot of kids walk around with. And then you talk about, you know, the publicity surrounding gun violence and other things like that. These kids have somebody there to kind of lean into and comfort them a little bit. And if they feel a little bit safer, if it releases a little bit of that anxiety, then that's tremendous, because they've already got enough to worry about. But the other thing is, and what I'd like to know, maybe from your perspective, is from the situations that have arisen here in recent weeks, the SROs, I would assume, have their finger on the pulse of a lot of the kind of the state of the school, from the emotions side of things, but also going back to the cliques. They see these things, right? They're always observing, they're always watching, and so they see these things as from a kind of a guardian angel perspective, and they know where to look, what rocks to turn over, and other things like that. So my question to you is, with how these threats have played out, how integral and how important have the SROs been in those cases? And stop me if I'm lying, but the relationships with the kids that these SROs are developing probably would lead a kid, just hypothetically, to go to the SRO if they run into something like this, some sort of threat, some sort of concerning conversation, whatever. If they are comfortable enough, friendly enough, have a relationship enough with an SRO, they're going to go to that SRO and they're going to say, "Hey, can I talk to you?"
Yeah, that's you said it perfectly there. The relationships formed with our SROs and these kids, they're so valuable. And I listed all the things that SROs do outside of what people normally think they do. And those functions allow the relationships to form.
Right.
And that builds the trust. And the trust allows those kids to be able to come to them and say, "Hey, here's what I heard." And this is worth commenting and praising right now. The kids that have come forward in each one of these instances, we are so proud of them.
Right.
The see something, say something attitude is exactly what's happened. And we're so thankful for that. But you brought up a point there. You said you were asking about SROs having a finger on the pulse. And they really do. And I want to say this for the parents out there listening. For the most part, this has really not upset the schools as much as what people would think. And what I mean by that is it has not been as distracting and upsetting to the students as what people think. And for the most part, the parents have been more upset and distressed, which I understand, than the students. And not to say that kids haven't been distressed, but it's not as bad as probably what the public thinks. And,
Right.
and we're thankful for that. And I think that goes back to, again, the relationship that the SROs have and the trust that the kids have with the SROs. Also the trust from the teachers and staff.
Yeah. No, I think that that is a great point to make. As far as the schools are concerned and the SROs, one of the big things. No, and you mentioned this, I think, last week with the first situation that popped up over at Deckard, was if there was a concern of safety, the kids would not be in school.
Absolutely correct. If there is something known and it's a substantiated threat, they will not be in school.
Right. But on top of that, so they're in school because you guys have determined that there is not a substantial threat. So they're in school as a normal school day, but that anxiety, those fears, that worry, that concern, whatever that is floating around in the community surrounding the school, maybe through their parents talking about it or whatever they hear, wherever they hear it. I was one of those kids. I was oblivious to a lot of that stuff that would go on. But there are going to be those kids that walk around. But you guys, your staff, your SROs, the school staff, other things like that, what I think is really cool is the way that it is handled to reduce that impact. Again, you're there almost and your staff is there to comfort the kids, the school staff, to make sure that it's business as usual. And that sense of normalcy, a lot of parents miss this. I saw this directly from Nick Saban on the sideline, from Rick Stockstill on the sideline. But what parents sometimes don't realize is how kids, or and this can be coaches and teams. I learned it with a team situation. But the kids will take on the emotions, the mentality that is handed down from the parents. We lead by example. And so remaining calm and under control and emotionally, that's important to these kids. When they come to school, sometimes that's what they need. Sometimes that's what they're looking for because they don't necessarily get that at home.
Yeah, and, our SROs, the teachers, the staff, when they're dealing with these incidents, I really commend all of them because they are doing exactly what you said. They are being that calm.
Yeah.
And that reflects, as well as I do, from a parent standpoint, whatever emotion you send out, a lot of times kids will mirror.
Yeah.
And hats off to the SROs and the staff and teachers. When these things happen, unless there's an absolute threat and things need to be shut down, locked down, or dismissed of school, it's business as usual.
Yeah.
They're there, they're teaching, they're instructing, and trying to do the best they can to educate these children.
I would recommend, just again, personal point of view in having seen this and having dealt with you, and again, from my coaching background and other things like that. As a parent, if you have an opportunity, have adult conversations with adults, not in front of kids. If your kid sees you freaking out, for lack of a better term, about what's going on in the school or what's going on around them, you want to raise their anxiety? You want to get them to freak out in front of them. They'll do it immediately. If you haven't seen it, I don't know. It's like the first lesson I learned. They will, even as babies, they will take on the level of emotion and anxiety that you've got. So in this instance, take a lesson from the schools, from these officers. I just recommend that. They're professionals at this, at managing and handling these high-stress, high-level situations. See how they do it. And that would be my suggestion.
Yeah, and there's one thing we understand, and I've said this. I'm a parent. You're a parent. We get that there's stress and worry about, most anybody would say that their children or the children of the community is the greatest resource there is, and they must be protected at all costs. We believe that too. So we understand at our office that parents can get upset, they're nervous, and they want to know everything just as quickly as they can. And sometimes we can't tell everybody everything. And I wish we could, but we can't. So we understand the anxiety of parents. We understand the frustration of them not knowing. But here's what I would say. If school is open, there's not a substantiated threat. It's that simple.
Yeah.
If school is open, there's not a substantiated threat. If something is so bad, we will shut down school.
Right. Yeah, you guys aren't going to let anything be a priority over the kids' safety.
Absolutely not. And it's not just the kids. It's the teachers and the staff as well.
Right.
That SRO is there to protect all three of those groups, teachers, staff, and students.
All right, we went way long there in the first segment, but it was a conversation worth having with everything that's going on. I know that a lot of people are concerned, and they feel like it's some sort of epidemic or something like that. And you mentioned sometimes it's like one of those things. It's like a seed. Once it gets planted, it starts growing in weird directions, and you've got to pull out all the weeds and stop it. And you guys are working quickly to do that and hope that it doesn't continue to spread. But have a conversation with your kids. Sit down and have a conversation with your kids and explain to them the gravity of saying things that they may think are even a joke. It's not funny. All right, we're going to break in and be back on the other side with something that maybe is funny. We'll get into some What the Florida Friday, as well as have some other conversations about what's going on in and around the community. It is the starting lineup with Sammy D in studio. I am Joe Abraham, and Chewy on the other side of the board. This is ESPN Radio 1340, 1069, WCDT Winchester.
Hey folks, I'm Johnny Hand from WCDT, the home for Franklin County Athletics. From Friday night football to every big game in between, we're proud to bring you all the action that keeps our community cheering. Want to be part of that excitement? We'd love to talk with you about advertising and other great opportunities to support our local athletes. So give us a call today at 931-967-2201 or stop by the station at 1201 South College Street right here in Winchester. WCDT Winchester. We are Franklin County.
From the 931 Go Weather Center, it's time for an ESPN Radio Winchester weather update, presented by Bennett's Pharmacy.
You can say goodbye to all that wintertime weather. Today is going to be waking up to a little bit of patchy fog, but otherwise it's going to be bright, sunny, with a high of 76 degrees. Light variable winds coming in from 5 to 10 miles per hour with some gusts as high as 20. Get out there and enjoy this absolutely beautiful day while you enjoy ESPN Radio Winchester 1340 1069.
At Bennett's Pharmacy in Winchester, we're more than a pharmacy. We're your partner in health. conveniently located at 1201 Dinah Shore Boulevard. We're here to serve you with fast, friendly, and personalized service. Need prescriptions filled? Looking for over-the-counter products? We've got you covered. Plus, enjoy local delivery and expert advice from our caring team. Call us today at 931-967-2777 or stop by Bennett's Pharmacy at 1201 Dinah Shore Boulevard today.
We apologize if this is your first time, but yes, unfortunately, this is normal. You're listening to the starting lineup on ESPN Radio 1340 1069, WCDT Winchester.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. I am Greatness alongside Chewy this morning and Sammy D in studio.
Did you just call yourself Greatness?
I am.
Just doing it for attention.
That's who I am. So I don't know. Sammy D, did you get in on a bracket challenge?
I did not.
Oh, man.
You sent it to me. Johnny sent it to me. I'm not a basketball guy. To be honest, I don't care.
This guy.
Same. You sound a lot like me.
Sounded a lot like a Scooter Syndicate guy right there.
That's right. We're more concerned with other things.
Listen,
Rebels.
I saw a guy on like a high-powered electric or motor scooter the other day going like across the Deckard Boulevard. I was in the parking lot of Tractor Supply.
Yeah, did you run after him and kick
Tori,
him off his scooter?
Tori was like, dang, you need to let people know that the Hoagie Rollers got shooters out here.
Oh, man.
She
That's
goes.
hilarious.
She literally said, "You're slacking right now," and I was like, "Dang!" And she's totally right.
Yeah.
She's totally right.
We got to get you guys at least a non-powered scooter. So at least you have one scooter in the scooter club.
Can I be in the Hoagie Rollers and just ride my bicycle?
Yeah,
just ride my Schwinn.
I don't think that's quite the.
Got to put a lawnmower motor on it.
No,
you know?
I'll take like a baseball card or something like that. Stick it in the spokes.
Oh,
Make
okay.
noise.
Make it sound more aggressive than it actually is. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's a start.
Chewy got a chance to see me on my bicycle last year.
Hey, so I have a video. I haven't posted it anywhere. It's just for me.
I was riding around in the driveway out here, and I was working on some gears and things like that. It was actually like the second time I rode the bicycle. I say bicycle. It's one of those like high performance racing bikes.
Yeah, I remember you were getting all geared up.
I know it
for a triathlon.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Well, he mysteriously got sick before.
Yeah,
I stuck my head in like a pot of COVID or something. No, so but what I didn't realize is how top heavy I was. Like my upper body, it's bad enough because I don't do a whole lot of leg day. But then you stick me on a bike, and yeah.
They say you never forget, but I'm just saying.
So you're saying that in this video he forgot how to ride a bicycle?
Not exactly. He was up, and
Well, again,
but you were trying stuff out.
I was trying to get the gears, like trying to understand, because it's a racing, and it's not like when you're a kid and you got the gears on the handlebar of your dirt bike type of thing where I'm in first gear or whatever. No, it's got these like flapper things and other. I couldn't understand what the heck I was doing, so I'm wobbling around in the driveway trying to figure out the gears, and he shoots a video of me.
I was sitting right here, and it was in the middle of Swap and Shop, and I looked up and I said, "No way!" And I got up and I was like, I recorded that, and I was like, "That's just for me."
I'm not as big as The Rock, But if you could imagine The Rock on a bicycle wobbling back and forth.
That's a very generous description of yourself.
Like him being as big as he is, putting him on something so small, trying to be stable.
I think he'd be fine. He's very athletic.
Yeah, he is. I'm not. Anyway.
You working on it.
I don't know how we got into this conversation. Oh, yeah. It was because I brought us back saying that I'm greatness, so you guys decided that it would be the time to make fun of me.
Yeah.
I brought it on myself.
Upon yourself.
Yep.
See what happens?
Being held accountable. That being said, I am in first place in the bracket challenge, just to give you guys a reminder. Now,
hey, just for my own curiosity, how many people are in this bracket challenge with you?
Well, in this particular one, it's just shy of 60, I think, got in.
Okay.
Now, the one that's down in Huntsville, the 97.7, the zone one, I'm in second place in that one. That one's got like 200.
Okay.
So it's not like a little thing. I'm at 99.4% or something accuracy. I don't know.
That is impressive. I'll say, and I was not expecting that from
Me.
basketball for you. Because
Yeah.
like with football, I'd be like, yeah, I get that.
Early on, things are. I don't want to say they're easy because it's
Easier.
not. Yeah,
They're
it's-
easier, yeah.
Early on, it's easier, but you get into the later rounds, and that's where you see there's going to be one crazy upset,
right,
or maybe two or three really, and then you've got your Cinderella story that makes it farther than anybody else.
Yep,
Andy,
or anybody thought they would, and so it's what are the odds? Like 1 in 4.
It's like quintillion.
Quintillion,
Like 1 in
yeah.
5 quintillion.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we call the movie The Bracket an underdog story, kind of like Dodgeball,
Okay.
But The Bracket an underdog story.
What's the underdog part?
Me, you guys didn't believe in me, and I had to believe in myself.
Okay.
So again,
so who's playing you?
Ben Affleck.
Ooh.
Matt Damon will play Rob Kortner.
Okay.
So
then you threw you said Steve Buscemi for a coach.
well,
because he's too good looking.
So Rusty over at South is Rusty Dawson is also tied for first place with Rob, and I are in first place. So that's perfect. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Well, Rusty, if anybody knows Rusty, he's like 6'2", just guy's like gorgeous. And I think Steve Buscemi needs to be him. I think we need.
That's funny.
Can't let him.
Can't
get
have
his
him
ego.
up. Yeah. And then Zach Galifianakis is going to play Chewie.
That's pretty good.
I said or Melissa McCarthy because that would have been so funny to see that, like her in a beard.
That would be.
Yeah, that would be
funny. So now, who would play Sammy Dean?
That's a tough one.
Yeah, who would play me, the hater? Like I'm the guy that's.
I don't know. Like, there's no one that. Ooh, Jason Momoa.
Where'd that come from?
I just think it'd be funny. I like you're asking me who I would want to see. That's who I'd like to see play Sammy D. I think he could totally do it.
Who's the bad guy? Would Sammy D be the bad guy?
I think I would be the bad guy.
All right, so we got to find a bad guy character.
It would be hilarious too. It's like you're not even really saying anything bad either. It's like Joe just hates you because you don't believe in his bracket. So you're just like, yeah, it's just not really my thing. And he's like, I knew I hated this guy.
Yeah. Like, what's he gonna do? How's he gonna mess up my bracket?
Exactly.
What's his evil plan gonna be? He just goes in and deletes it, or something.
He's like, yeah, it just doesn't interest me. And you're like, people always wanted me to be down. You know.
All right, let's look
I
up.
think you go like
villain actors.
I think you really go into it. I think you go like
Sam Rockwell,
Mike Myers, Dr. Evil. Like you just make it so ridiculous.
Yes.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Ooh, that wouldn't
good
be
one.
bad. Yeah. Katie says Kiefer Sutherland.
Which one's Kiefer Sutherland?
I don't know.
Oh, he's the guy from.
He's been in everything.
Yeah. The Designated Survivor.
Yes.
24. That's Kiefer Sutherland.
By the way, Cindy Hen says blah 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 first place. She's in first place in the other bracket.
Really?
Yeah. Joe says on a technicality, but
right.
I'm trying to find somebody who would be a good evil villain.
You know who I would want to play me is Bryan Cranston.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I can't see that one.
Exactly. Like it's like you don't get it.
Yeah. Well, you kind of did the same thing with Momoa. Like
You're asking, like, I'm not doing it based on who they look like. I'm just basing on, like, who I think it would be funny to play. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not picking Matt Damon.
Okay,
I've
I've got somebody for Sammy D.
Okay.
Denzel Washington.
Love it. I love it.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
I think you would do a good Sammy D.
That red carpet would be so confusing, though. You know, it's
Yes.
like you got the real cast, and then you've got the people who played them, and you and Denzel are like, yeah.
I would love that. That would be a great honor.
Who did you say was ripping on me for being in first place? Cindy?
Cindy Hen, blah, blah. She says, blah, blah, first place.
Oh, that's not. Ivy was the one who's in first place in the other bracket. Cindy, I think Cindy's just mad because all we've talked about today on the show is how I am in first place.
Brett Crabtree says, hey, guys, do you know the distance between any front door to the curb at the road?
I don't know the distance between any front door and the curb at the road.
Seems like a setup.
But I'm awaiting the answer. Okay. So it is. Fridays are a What the Florida Friday. And
you didn't do them, did you?
No, so here's the thing. I don't have any of the fake ones, but I've got some really funny real ones. I don't know if we want to play a game today.
Okay.
Oh, so they're that good. We just need to talk about them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can take a break.
Yeah.
Take a break from trying to.
Not everything has to be a competition.
Okay. Well, I want to start.
Yes, it does.
I want to start the.
I stand corrected.
So we'll do one, and then we'll hit another break, and we'll come back and do some more of these.
Okay.
But I want to start out by asking you guys. You know, sometimes when you're hungry, right? You get a little ornery.
Hangry.
It's good, better word for it. So my question to you is, like, you go to fast food and they get your order wrong, or you go somewhere to eat and they get your order wrong. Like, does that not set you off?
I just got Brett's joke. He just put in the, so he asked, hey, guys, do you know the distance from any front door to the curb of the road? About a yard.
It's pretty good.
That's not bad.
It's pretty good. I mean,
apologize for breaking that, but I just had to put that
good
out
dad
there.
joke.
So in the words of Peter Griffin, that absolutely grinds my gears.
When they get your order wrong?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it makes me uncomfortable when I'm with my father because he gets so mad at people who get their order wrong. And he's like mean about it. Not in a like scary way, but more in a you're a disappointment kind of way. And I feel bad for the person who is handling the food. He doesn't care if it's a man or a woman, if they're older, if they're young.
So he takes the dad angle of being disappointed. Like, is that, oh, no.
Is there a freaking helicopter going over us right now?
Like cutting the grass or something? So he does it. It makes me really uncomfortable when he does that because I know how he is. Not as comfortable as this guy. So this guy got his chicken wings order late. It was late.
So not even wrong, just late.
Not even late, not even wrong, just late. A Florida man is accused of pulling a gun on a restaurant employee when his online order of chicken wings was nearly an hour late. Matthew Davis of Naples, Florida, was arrested on Wednesday and charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I don't know. I've been upset before. Don't think I've ever been close to that upset.
Was this a Wingstop?
I hope not, because we're getting one.
I'm just curious what the restaurant was.
Let's see. It doesn't say.
What was the guy's name?
Matthew Davis.
Matthew Davis.
Okay.
Why do they put the middle name Matthew James Davis? 35.
That's just a reporting thing. So it'll be like a lot of times it'll be like John A. Smith of What it's just a
Hoth.
Yeah, it's just a
John Smith of Hoth.
It's just a way to make sure that all the other John Smiths, are not identified.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Can I just? I agree with you though. I don't think I've ever been that upset at a restaurant. Do you know what I mean?
No. You just kind of, if it's a big mistake, you go and you say, hey, here's what's happened, and you're nice to them because you don't want them to spit in your food.
Well, yeah, there's that too. Because I thought you were gonna be like, hey, here's the problem. Also, here's a handgun, and by the way, my chicken wings are late. So if you want to do something about that, go ahead.
Okay. Well, speaking of like making a mistake, so here's another one.
Okay.
Alleged car thief returns stolen car after finding a child inside. Deputies say.
Oh my God, that's like the worst.
Florida man had to turn around moments after he allegedly stole a woman's car from a gas station because he realized that there was a child in the back seat.
I've heard of this before.
William Mullis of Cocoa, from Cocoa, was arrested and booked into Brevard County Jail for grand theft of a motor vehicle and kidnapping and confinement of a child under 13 years old. I feel like they should have dropped the kidnapping charge. The guy did turn around and
but
return
he
the car.
did do it.
He
did steal the car. But like that, could you imagine being a car thief and you didn't look in the back? Like that is also, that has to be like the worst nightmare for every parent ever. Like that's the number one fear, right? You leave
absolutely.
your kid alone for 2 seconds and now they're just gone.
Child was 1 year old in the backseat.
Here's my question, Sam. You might be able to answer this better. Do you think that was when it feels like to you? Do you feel like that was his moral conscience hitting him, or do you think that was more like, oh man, I don't want to catch a kidnapping charge along with this?
Probably both, but I've heard of this in other cases. Maybe not this specifically, but so somebody steals a car, they realize there's a child in the back, and they either come back or they will go to a trusted place and leave the vehicle there.
Oh, really?
Right.
Like, hey, there's like, will they even call the cops on themselves? Basically,
I don't know about that, but I do know of an instance where somebody stole a vehicle and there was an infant in the car, and they went to a fire station and dropped the vehicle
so
there.
this guy didn't even get that far. So according to the report, the video shows Mullis standing in front of the gas station before getting inside. He then stopped briefly before turning on US 1, before reversing and parking the vehicle back at the gas station. So he pulled out on the road, realized that the kid was in the car, and then threw it in reverse and went back. Like didn't even barely leave the parking lot.
Good
Lord. He's the
He was like,
kidnapping charge
"Nope."
will probably that'll probably be dismissed. You have to have intent to commit a crime.
Really?
Yes.
But and different intents for different crimes. So he did not intend to kidnap the child, but he did intend to steal the car.
Okay,
so he'd
how about
probably
this?
catch the car. I find that fascinating.
The child's mother opened up the driver's door and talked with Mullis. She told police, she said Mullis apologized and said he wouldn't have hopped in if he knew that the child was in the car.
Yeah.
He's like, he
I'm
didn't
sorry
get killed.
for stealing your car.
Yeah.
But here it is. I didn't realize there was a kid in the back. And if you could please remove the car seat so that I can take
Exactly.
the car.
Yeah, it's such a bizarre scenario. And also, he's lucky he didn't get killed. You know what I mean? Like, geez.
Yeah, mama bears are. Yeah, that's a real thing.
God, that gives me like secondhand.
Could you
anxiety.
imagine?
Oh God.
I would rip the guy out of the car and just go to town. I wouldn't even ask questions. Good job by her, I guess, staying restrained.
That kind of level of patience is like something I wish I could have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's incredible. I'm glad nobody got hurt. You know.
All right, let's get a quick break in here. When we come back, we will continue with some of these Florida man headlines that I found earlier today. See what the guys think about some of these. They're going to get increasingly more and more insane as we go on. So just stay tuned. It is a starting lineup. You're listening to ESPN Radio 1340, 1069 WCDT Winchester.
Spring is in the air, and so are fresh new savings at Furniture Merchandise Outlet, FMO, right here in Tullahoma. Ready to refresh your space? From living rooms and bedrooms to dining sets and mattresses, FMO has the styles you want at prices you'll love. No long waits, no sticker shock. Just take it home today. Visit them at 105 North Jackson Street in Tullahoma or browse anytime at FMOTN.com. Furniture Merchandise Outlet, where spring cleaning turns into a spring upgrade.
At Wellworth Bank, we believe care makes for better banking. It's what turns transactions into trust and customers into neighbors. To us, people are more than numbers. They're families building futures, dreamers starting journeys. We believe care should come standard because you're worth it. You always have been. Wellworth Bank. Care in common. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
A lot of businesses think better advertising means spending more money. The truth is, the most expensive advertising is the kind that doesn't work. When your message is consistent, your category is protected, and your advertising works together across multiple platforms like radio, billboards, and digital, all connected to the teams that Franklin County loves, you actually spend less over time. That's why our partners don't just advertise, they own their space. Learn how smart advertising can save you money with ESPN Radio 1340, 1069 WCDT Winchester.
It's time for a local news break from the 931 Go News Center.
Franklin County Schools has announced new leadership at 2 campuses. Incoming Director of Schools, Dr. Roger Alsop, has named Brittany Butner as principal of Franklin County High School and Shauna Fortier as principal of Deckard Elementary School. Both have been serving in interim roles and now step into the positions permanently. Dr. Alsop said stability in leadership is vital for student growth and faculty morale, noting that both leaders have already earned the trust of their school communities. Butner previously served as assistant principal at Franklin County High School and is a former district secondary teacher of the year. Fortier has served as an instructional coach and district math coach and is pursuing her education specialist degree. Both principals will join Dr. Alsop on the starting lineup with Joe Abraham and Chewy on Monday, March 23rd. Meanwhile, Mayor Chris Guest continued his Manners with the Mayor tour, recently reading to students at Head Start. The visit focused on encouraging early literacy and reinforcing the importance of education from a young age. The mayor thanked the teachers and the staff for their continued dedication to preparing students for success. In sports, the Franklin County Rebels defeated Cookeville 3-2 at home Wednesday in the Rebel Wildcat Classic, improving to 5-2 on the season. The Rebels will host a doubleheader Friday against Sequatchie County and Forest, with first pitch set for 4 p.m. The Franklin County Rebelettes also picked up a road win, defeating Rockvale 6-3 to move to 3-6 on the season. They return home Thursday night to face Marshall County at 6 p.m. For more local news and sports updates, visit 931go.com. Stay informed and stay connected to your community with ESPN Radio Winchester.
When it comes to caring for your loved ones, choose a name you can trust. Inhabit Home Health in Winchester, located at 2068 Cowan Highway. We're here to provide compassionate professional care right in the comfort of your own home. From skilled nursing to therapy services, our team is dedicated to helping you or your loved ones achieve the best quality of life. Call Inhabit Home Health today at 931-967-0633 to learn more about our personalized care plans.
This segment of the starting lineup is brought to you by the Furniture Merchandise Outlet in Tullahoma. Tune into the starting lineup with the FMO Facebook feed every weekday. Now, back to Joe and Chewy.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340, 1069 WCDT Winchester. Just got a text message from Winchester Mayor Sean Crabtree, who said, spoke with the engineer yesterday regarding the new ramp. The ramp is essentially done, minus they're going to put in some riprap and stripe it. They're going to do something to do with bulkheads, floating docks, sidewalks, etc. still to come. Much of that will wait till the water comes up some more.
Okay.
So, very cool. And I saw it yesterday. Drove past it yesterday. Looks awesome. All right. It is a What the Florida Friday here on the starting lineup. We got Sammy D in studio as per usual. Am I in camera?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
I have a tendency to roll away. All right. So we mentioned the kidnapping incident, mistaken kidnapping incident of the child. We go from an unintentional kidnapping to a willful kidnapping. But is it kidnapping if it's a ferret?
Ferret napping.
Ferret napping, yeah.
Jacksonville police seek a man who stole a ferret by concealing it in his shorts.
Seems logical.
It's a little generous. Is that all right?
Essentially, where are we at? Jacksonville police are looking for a man who they say stole a ferret from a pet store by doing exactly what I just described, putting it down his shorts. It happened on Tuesday night at Petland on Beach Boulevard near Hodges. An incident reported described the man as having a uniquely long mustache. Sounds about right.
He should have just put the ferret on his face
there you
as
go.
the mustache,
And that he was wearing a blue Under Armour cutoff shirt and Navy logo shorts. The report notes that the man fondles the ferret for quite some time. Why would they use that word?
That word made me feel gross.
Yeah. So there is pictures of the man, and he is holding the ferret in an interesting way, and shoves the ferret down his pants and then walks out holding his crotch, holding the ferret to his crotch area.
That guy totally looks like somebody that would steal a ferret.
Let me see. What does it look like?
Like that's...
Oh, that's a ferret tickler. Yeah. If I've ever seen one. Oh, yeah. That's
ferret tickler?
That's a pervert right there. If I've ever seen one.
That is... That's a whole lot of... So if you saw a guy walking down the road grabbing his crotch...
Yeah, you may be like, hey...
Well, you see, like, movement or weird... Like, you don't want to look at somebody's crotch, right? I mean, yeah. So in his defense, kind of a...
Scientific curiosity.
Kind of a genius move to put it in your crotch and then walk around grabbing your crotch, because what people are just going to walk around...
It makes them so uncomfortable that you don't want to
they're going to look away.
Yeah.
Especially if it's moving around!
Yeah, that too. That would be the part that upset me. You know what I mean? I'd be like, wow. Oh,
well, that guy certainly looked creepy.
Yeah, Brett Crabtree stole my joke. He said, "Is that a ferret in your pants, or are you just happy to see me?"
Hey, we were all thinking it.
Yeah. All right, from one animal to the next. All right, this is another interesting headline. What do you guys think that the animal in this headline is going to be?
Iguana
or gator.
That would be the standard, right?
Right,
Florida.
yeah, that's what you would think.
Young kangaroo hops around Florida after brazen escape. Owner charged. An owner is facing charges after a kangaroo escaped. An unruly kangaroo that escaped from a private owner's enclosure in St. Cloud, Florida, Monday was safely returned and captured and returned to a wildlife rescue reserve. Officials say that the kangaroo's owner, a 27-year-old man, is facing several charges for lacking permits, according to a report. Okay, first and foremost, got to give props to the guy. 27 years old, already owns a kangaroo.
That's
pretty impressive.
That's a baller move.
Yeah. Like, that's... I thought you needed to have... Like, in my wildest dreams, someday I'm going to get loaded with money. Someday I'm going to be loaded with money. I'm going to have a great big mansion. I'm going to have like a petting zoo in the backyard, and I'm going to have a kangaroo in there.
So you just want to be Pablo Escobar.
Right.
Well, see, I'm thinking like, if you don't own a kangaroo, like you got to be at least like 50, right?
Good point.
That's retirement behavior.
Dude skipped all those steps.
Yeah, he went straight to the Velociraptor.
Yeah. Like, is he even a homeowner?
Yeah.
He's like renting
he's renting a trailer, but he's got a kangaroo.
Renting like an apartment or something like that, and it just hangs out in the back, the pool area.
There used to be a bobcat that lived on the square.
Well,
what?
Yeah, there was a guy who had a pet bobcat that lived in one of the buildings.
Oh, okay.
The kangaroo obviously didn't have a proper enclosure because it escaped.
Yeah, because it escaped.
So this guy got charged for not having permits for his Joey.
Well, the Joey's name was Hickory.
Hickory. Okay.
I like that for a kangaroo. That's kind of cute.
There's a lady in Estill that used to have a monkey. I don't know if she still does.
I remember this. She would go into Walmart with like a stroller, but it would be like enclosed, and it was like because you think it's a baby, but then it like moves, and it shocked me.
Monkeys freak me out.
You don't like monkeys?
Well, the reason that they freak me out is if you've ever seen 28 Days Later.
Oh yeah.
That's how all that starts.
Yeah,
monkeys.
That's a good point.
Going back to this whole kangaroo thing, I gotta say, number one, I'm jealous that he owned a kangaroo. But number two, you said Joey, which brings me back around to circle back around softball dad.
Oh yeah.
Not only does softball dad, do you hear the story about him calling me? He said, you're smaller in person than I thought you'd be. Yeah, that's the laugh that Chewy gave me too.
I love that. He just absolutely destroyed
mental
your ego.
warfare. Yeah. So not only
You're not as tall as I thought you'd be. You're not as wide as not as muscular as you let on.
From across the park, he goes, "You're smaller in person than I thought you'd be."
Golly.
Not only
targeted warfare.
The level of disrespect
Emotional
from softball
damage.
dad. Not only all that, but now we like.
I'm sorry.
We hang out at the fields, right?
Right, yeah.
So now, let me just put it this way. If you know me, immediately, outside of the fact that he totally ruined my psyche, if you know me, immediately I'm like, I got to know this guy. This is my type of guy. If he's going to be like, call me out from across the park and make fun of me, this is my type of dude. So immediately, I want to become friends with this guy. Well, in the process, he refers to me as Joey.
Mm-hmm.
He calls me Joey, which is like what Chewy and essentially my sisters are the only people in the world who call me Joey, because growing up I was Joey. But he just keyed right in on it. Not Joe, not Joseph, Joey.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it all comes back to me.
Yeah.
He just big leagued you a couple of times there.
He
got mogged.
He's like a professional mogger.
Like he got you with the size thing, and then he called you Joey. Did he call you Champ at the end or Bud, something like that?
Didn't call me big guy. That's all I know.
That's what he's hoping for.
That's what I'm looking for. All right. We've already reached the end of the show, but it's not over yet.
Okay.
I told you we were going to continue to get more and more interesting. Here's one for you. Naked man accused of robbing meat market.
Oh, boy.
Only wearing a mask. Left behind a trail of clothing. You heard me right.
Like a hint for the...
A Florida man who tried to only cover up his face is accused of walking into a Florida meat market in the nude and robbing it. I've heard of a lot of bad decisions, but walking into a meat market with your sausage hanging out is a dangerous thing to do.
I'm going to leave most of the comments alone on this one, but can you imagine what the lineup looked like when they were trying to identify him?
I can't recognize him in this state, officer.
No, see, you're wrong. And again, if you're an expert on meat, you're going to immediately be able to identify the guy.
Good point.
Dude, I mean, if you're in there whacking up sausages all day long...
Oh, God. We've gone too far. We've gone too far in some places. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, but the recording stopped at 9 o'clock, so I feel comfortable.
Okay. It's not that one. You could...
Oh, you got to stick with us to the end, folks. You never know what you might miss.
Oh, my gosh.
It's not over till it's over.
Oh, God. I'm lightheaded. That was...
If
flawlessly executed, by the way.
The best part of it is I didn't realize what I said till after I said
it. Is that the last one, or are we going deeper?
I think we should end on that one.
I like it.
Yep,
I like it.
Yep. Okay, good.
If we go any further than that, I might get in trouble. I'm crying.
Great show, boys. Great show.
Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry.
great show.
Be careful of who you rob, when, where. You got to take it all into account.
Oh, man.
Wear clothes during your robbery.
If you're walking
don't commit a robbery, but
Yeah.
if you do, wear clothes.
Hey, from the starting lineup, don't commit robberies.
That's right.
Oh, my
I
gosh.
approve this message.
I would never want to commit a crime. Well, in general, I try not to. General observation, I try not to commit crimes. But if I was going to, I would never want to commit one naked. Because if I'm trying to run away, my biggest fear is like tripping and falling and
hurting yourself, getting something snagged,
Yeah, I don't want to like skin my knees or anything else up.
Yeah,
if I was
anything
to fall
else.
on the pavement.
100% understand on that one. For just saying.
Anyway,
no need to elaborate, Joe.
Yeah,
yeah, we all got it.
That mental image. As soon as you said getting arrested naked, I have it in my head now.
I really want to know why he felt the need to go rob a meat market. That's one of my
Probably on
drugs.
Yeah, it's probably on drugs.
The same reason he felt the need to lose his clothes, drugs.
Yeah.
Did he have a weapon?
Well,
he was
that
armed and
depends-
dangerous.
Yeah,
for sure.
it depends on how you define that.
All right. Well, thank
I'm just
you,
gonna stop.
gentlemen, for participating in What the Florida Friday with me this morning.
One of the best so far, honestly.
Honestly, not until the very end. It was just kind of mediocre right up until the very end.
That's why you got to stick around.
All right. Have a great weekend, gentlemen, and to our listeners as well. Thank you for tuning in. This has been a What the Florida Friday edition of the starting lineup. Remember, my bracket's better than yours. This is ESPN Radio, 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
Thank you.